Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the latest episode of Thrift Picks, the show where I grab a few new additions off the shelves and give you a taste of what I've been collecting. Now, I know I missed last week. I know I'm a bit late, but as you'll see over the next few weeks, I've got a lot of spinning plates in the air right now. Without further ado, I want to jump into what I picked up yesterday. I've got a little stack here. I've got some kind of runner-ups that I won't dive too deep into. And then I want to show you this cool little thing right over here. We'll get into that in just a moment. But first, be sure to subscribe if you haven't, where you'll be able to, again, get these videos, these newsletters in your inbox every Tuesday, every Thursday, plus a slew of other film-related emails and programs, breakdowns, reviews, the whole nine. Okay, with that out the way, let's get started. So, right off the bat, we've got a musical. We've got the Broadway Melody. This was an Academy Award winner for Best Picture in 1929. I believe the last film that we picked up from 1929 was... Is it here? Let's see. That was just the year before. That was Lonesome on Criterion. And we checked that out briefly, I think in last week or the week before. So it's got a few special features on here. There's a couple shorts, short films. So again, I've got to log those. That will account for more movies in here. Broadway is Auditions, Struggle, and Heartbreak, where moxie counts above talent and the show must go on. Beloved showbiz scenarios could finally be heard as well as seen in this Academy Award-winning Best Picture. Next up, we've got this special collector's edition, or digipack if you will, of Grease. Now, funny story about this film. This was one of the first VHS tapes that I watched again and again, repeatedly. I was maybe 12 or 13 at the time. I'm at my mother's house. We're spending the weekend there. And she rents this on VHS. Oh, you gotta see this movie. I think you'll love it. Okay, boom. I ended up watching it. I think I might have mentioned this. I ended up watching it 11 times back to back. To the point where she literally screamed from the back of the apartment, "You gotta stop. Shut it off, rewind it, put it away. I can't take it anymore." Because I was just singing my face off. Here's what you get inside. You've got the movie. It opens up there. Ooh. You've then got this little, this is a songbook. Even cooler. So I didn't really take a look at any of this stuff. Again, most of this has just been in the box that I bought it in, or that I picked it up in, carried it home. So Grease Special Edition Digipack. Special edition of Paul Newman and Robert Redford in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Now, I've been wanting to see this one for a while, and as always, I say this often, I never got around to seeing it. Well, now I got it. This was digitally mastered THX for superior sound and picture quality. Special edition DVD including bonus outtakes and celebrity interviews. Super cool. So, this next film was suggested viewing when I was working over at St. Laurent, because this film, and especially this actress and the actor who are in the film, were such a huge impact on, they made such a huge impact on the designer that they would go on to collaborate for numerous years ahead, where he would actually make some of the costumes, design the costumes for Catherine Deneuve in some of her films. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, as my memory serves me correct, he actually designed all of the costumes, especially for her, within this film. And that, my friends, is going to be Belle de Jour, or Beauty of the Day. Yeah, that is 4 stars. Roger Ebert, Chicago Sun-Times, sexy, Seattle Times. Within her secret life lived a hidden desire for passion. This was, and this was presented by Martin Scorsese. Fantastic. Its special features include a commentary track with Buñuel scholar Julie Jones and a few other things here. Yeah, this film, it is beautiful. It's beautiful, it's very sexy, and it's definitely worth a watch if you've never seen it. And you can certainly see the appeal that would have inspired Yves Saint Laurent, and that you could see kind of the long tail inspiration throughout his work over the course of many years to come, even till this day, where then I believe the current director, Anthony Vaccarello, still goes back and pulls from here. So fantastic find. Happy I got it, and it's a great watch. This, especially with Strange Way of Life, which was, I believe, one of the first films produced by Saint Laurent. That was, both of these were really cool finds. I found both of them secondhand. So now we're going to jump into the Snapcase films, the Snapcase editions, right? All of these are going to have that, that lovely snap. And the first one that we got up, special edition, William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist. Now, I showcased The Exorcist last week or the week before, and that was the remastered edition, or the new edition, the version you've never seen, that had that updated footage, right? And I have that on VHS, I have that on DVD, also in a Snapcase, and now I've got the regular version. So this is actually going to be a fun, I think I'm going to do a double bill, watch them back to back, and then let you know what my thoughts are. What were how do I feel the changes affected the film? That would be a great study. And yeah, that's in the collection. We've got 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Charlie Chaplin films, all in Snapcase, all in beautiful condition. So whoever dropped these off, whoever delivered these to the thrift shop, they took really good care of these films. And yeah, let's get into it. We've got Charlie Chaplin in City Lights. Charlie Chaplin in City Lights. We've got Charlie Chaplin in The Circus. Okay, look at that colorway there. And then finally, we've got Charlie Chaplin in The Gold Rush. Look at that. All right, real quick, let's dive into what these are about, starting with City Lights. We've got the story of City Lights is simple. The little tramp meets a beautiful blind girl selling flowers on the sidewalk who mistakes him for a wealthy duke. When he learns that an operation may restore her sight, he sets off to earn the money she needs to have the operation. In a series of comedy adventures that only Chaplin could pull off, he eventually succeeds, even though his efforts land him in jail. While he is there, the girl has the operation and afterwards yearns to meet her benefactor. The closing scene, in which she discovers that he is not a wealthy duke, but only the little tramp, was described by critic James Agee as the highest moment in movies and brought audiences to tears. That, my friends, is City Lights. Now, I kind of feel like they gave away the entire film within that synopsis or summary there, but this is going to be fun to watch and kind of make my own judgments and opinions, take my notes on. And like I said, we've got 3 incredible Charlie Chaplin films. This is 87 minutes. This one is, in The Circus, is 71 minutes, black and white. City Lights was also black and white, and 72 minutes for The Gold Rush. So really cool finds. Another addition into the Stanley Kubrick collection that I have, and I think I have almost all of his films in the snap case and part of this collection. This is going to be Barry Lyndon, which I've heard so much, so much about, especially, with the Criterion edition that's been, included in the sale these past couple months or last month. And, everybody talking about it. Yeah, you got to get Barry Lyndon. So, never seen it. It's here. I got it. Gonna watch it soon. I have to double check. I don't know if I have all of his films. I don't think I do. But I've got a decent amount. So I want to do a nice sort of retrospective, watch all of them, kind of in one go, do a nice marathon, take notes, review, and let you know my thoughts. What else do we got here? 4 Academy Awards, 1975, for Best Art Direction, Set Direction, Cinematography, Costume Design, and Scoring/Adaptation. National Board Review, Best Picture Director, British Academy Award, Best Director, Los Angeles and National Society of Film Critics, Best Cinematography. So, really interested to see this one and let you know my thoughts. I believe, okay, now I'm gonna also show 6 other snap cases that I got. I'm not gonna dive into them. I'm just gonna let you know what I got. We've got the Chariots of Fire. Now, I've heard of this. I've never seen it, but I have heard of it. So that is kind of on the watch list there, Chariots of Fire, that has been recommended to me before. Next up, we've got another film that I've only had, I think, on VHS. So this is an upgrade, and that's going to be Dangerous Liaisons, Glenn Close, John Malkovich, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay. Then we've got Driving Miss Daisy, which I also think I only had on VHS. So this is also an upgrade. Beautiful. Again, these were kept really, really well as compared to some of the other ones that I found. Horrendous. Next up, we've got The Best Years of Our Lives. Now, this one is a double dip because I have it on a regular DVD case and keep case, I think it's called, and haven't watched it yet, but didn't have it on Snap, so saw it, decided to pick it up. Why not? Then we've got Kevin Spacey, Helen Hunt, and a young Haley Joel Osment in Pay It Forward. Okay. And finally, this is the special edition of Cabaret. Now, I have Cabaret already, and I also have it in a snap case already, but this one said special edition, so I thought I would double dip, pick it up, and see what was different. I think this one includes a documentary, Cabaret, A Legend in the Making, a 1972 documentary, The Recreation of an Era, and some other cool stuff on here. So, we'll take a look at that and see what we got. Let's move right along. So, now we are going to move into 3 more DVDs from that pickup from yesterday. 2 of them are Criterion Edition DVDs. The other one was an incredible Blu-ray box set that I will call it a collector's edition, not so much a box set. And that is going to be sleeve number 6 in the Criterion DVD collection, and that's going to be Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. This is from 1946, 93 minutes, black and white, in French with optional English subtitles, and was made in France. Then we've got, this is And God Created Woman, and this is going to be spine number, did I say sleeve? I meant spine. Spine number 77. Neither of these I knew existed until now, so both of those were blind buys, and those are going to be great additions. Those will go, you can't really see it, right over here. Oh no, the next shelf down. The next shelf down. So we've got the final tail of my foreign language films, right? Then it jumps into Criterion releases. So actually, these will probably go right here. So that's where we're gonna hang them out. If ever I get something new and I know exactly where it goes on my shelves, I tend to just kind of leave it right there on top, usually facing like this, so I know to place it into that particular area. 3 more things. First up is going to be Avatar. Avatar. Look at this incredible collector's edition here. That's upside down. 3-disc Blu-ray set, all new 3-hour collector's extended cut with an alternate ending, 8 hours of never before seen material, including over 45 minutes of deleted scenes and more. Now, let's open this up real quick and show you. Just look at that. Wow. Then it's not done yet. You gotta kind of shimmy it out there, and it comes out as a little book. What is this? Beautiful, beautiful. Got a little that tells you a little bit about what everything contains, and then all of the discs are kept in these little sleeves. They slide out there. 1, disc 2, disc 3, and then you've got that final page there. That is incredibly cool. I'm so glad that I stopped by and checked out what they had at the shop, and that's a really cool find. I think everything here, especially this Cinema Paradiso, that was also really good. There's so many other great films in here that I can't get to all of them today, especially because I want to show you two really cool things before we end all of this. So let's do it. Lastly, I want to show you 2 really cool things that again, I can't necessarily take credit for on. There have been plenty other YouTubers that have been, and collectors that have been doing this before me. However, this is just something that I've kind of incorporated into my collection. And we're gonna start with this box. In this, my friends, this I dubbed the cable box. The cable box. Now, what is in here? This, my friends, is 100 films, 100 DVDs, all in these gorgeous, very slim plastic cases. These slim cases, and there's 100 in here. Now, why did I call it the cable box? And this is only the recent one that I have, because I actually haven't gotten more binders, which I'll show you now. I have 3 of these so far, which keeps about 33, and then 34, which makes it 100. So 100 of these fit into 3 of these binders that I got from this Japanese bookstore out in New York City. And snap it open there, and there they go. Got this little clip. Slide that down so it's a little easier to turn the pages. Now, I called this the cable box because, number one, it's square, but also because it's kind of reminiscent of, cable. Tubi, or what is it now? Tubi, Freevee, Pluto TV, right? You never know what's on. You don't actually have any sort of control. So it's a control thing. You have no control over what's on. You just, that's why. You are just in the mood to put the television on, to have something playing in the background. You don't really have any true concern or care for what's playing. You just kind of want to turn your brain off for a bit. So I thought of how can I sort of recreate that within my own collection, because there's going to be days where I don't really want to think about what am I going to watch and then go find it and then, okay, what version am I going to find, or am I going to study this? Like, sometimes I just kind of want to kick my shoes off, pick a movie, press play, and keep it going. And that is what the cable box is for. So now I have these sort of nice and loose, and I think I have about another 200 that are also super loose like this. I haven't found. I want to get more like an actual drawer or file case bookshelf that has slide out drawers so you can put these in there. And I can just go and pull one out, not really care. So the first one is going to be, let's see, we got Apprentice to Murder, Donald Sutherland, and rest in peace. This is from 1987, 96 minutes long. That's a cool hour and a half right there. I can go in and pull this out and not really think too much about what I am looking at. So let's get this here so you can see that I'm actually doing this in real time. So we're just going to do this and pick the first thing out. We've got American Chopper. What is this? Jet Bike and Bike Tober. Or Bike Copter? Bike Copter. Like, what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. But I'm just putting it out, just pulling it out and going. We're going to put this back randomly. Next, we're going to pull Sister Act 2. Another classic. Okay. Let's keep going. We'll go this way. Message in a Bottle. Like, okay, you get home. Oh, it's a Kevin Costner film. Robin Wright pen. Oh, Paul Newman. Oh, this might be interesting. Let's see what we got here. And let's see. I picked up two by accident. We've got Henderson Monster. Okay. Now, I would watch this just randomly, just pick it out, because I know this is the guy from Seventh Heaven. It's the dad. And it's like, what is he doing in there? Who else? We've got, so Jason Miller, Stephen Collins, and Christine Laddie. And then right behind that, so that's an interesting double feature, right? Henderson Monster and The Birds. Now, I'm going to put this in the front because that seems really fun and really cool. And I might actually have that as a nice little sub-series. We'll look at that. I have so much stuff going on. There's so much, guys. Save me. Anyway, that is going to just about do it for today's Thrift Picks. As the weeks go on, I'm going to be showing some more stuff within the cable box. Also, some more tips and tricks on how you can also organize your collection. You want to get into this culture, this hobby for some, for the rest of us, this is life. I kind of fell into this and I'm learning as I go, but as I learn and I implement, you just find so many different ways to not only be entertained, but to be inspired, to find new and interesting ways to look at the world and look at storytelling, right? Again, just this is a prime example. Just randomly going in, picking out a few films and seeing what pops up. And this, again, this looks like a cool double feature. I would put that on and then review them. Like I said, in one of the interesting quotes from the film curating book that I'm reading, and I'm paraphrasing, the way that we watch films, right, in terms of storytelling, how we interact with these films, how we interact with cinema, how they affect us on an emotional, psychological, even physical sometimes level, is going to depend on a number of factors. How we heard about the film, how the films were paired together, in which order did we watch the films? Do I watch The Birds first and then Henderson Monster? Or do I switch it and watch this first and then this one? That's going to have a different effect on me, the viewer and student. And it's also going to have a different conversation between the two films, which is another aspect of it. What is that conversation between these films? Again, even something like this can have a great effect on you, the viewer, where you stumbled upon it. So this was in a physical collection. I only found these by actually leaving my apartment, going and physically picking them up, checking them, making sure they were in good condition, and purchasing them, adding them to the collection. So I wasn't just streaming and scrolling or turning on my TV and just, no, there is an actual physical connection and tether to these films. Yeah, but thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I am going to be back on Thursday with a VHS edition of Thrift Picks, and we will be going into some family films for that, as requested by my daughter. She sees me over on YouTube and wants to see what I've got in the VHS for the family. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and until next time, see you on the shelves.